And we begin tonight with a weather impact. Heat, humidity, and storms returning to central Indiana tomorrow, and the first round of rain could be here before you wake up in the morning. Thanks for inviting us in. It's 11 o'clock. Angela's keeping a close eye on this severe threat for us.
Yes, severe threat really starts to ramp up the next couple of days and peaks on Friday. So we have both tomorrow and Friday as weather impact alert days. Scott mentioned the chance of a few storms overnight. Right now on radar, I'm tracking a few north of Marion. These continue to lift north and out of our viewing area, but still some rumbles of thunder and some pockets of heavy rain north of Marion, north of Hartford City. Watching and waiting to see what develops south and west. Not a lot, still under that low end severe threat, and may end up with a couple of stray showers or storms overnight. But as I mentioned, that severe threat really starts to ramp up the next couple of days. I'll have that along with the heat and humidity in your forecast.
All right, Angela, we'll catch you in a few minutes. And now we're following some breaking news on the east side of Indianapolis tonight. We've learned a woman is dead after a shooting outside of an event center. Police right now are looking for the man who pulled the trigger. It is unclear right now if the man left on foot or in a car. This is a live look at the scene. This is along Mass Ave near 34th Street. We're told this shooting happened around 9:30. Police tell us they found several shell casings at the scene. Right now they're working to figure out if more than one gun was fired tonight. Officers are checking some nearby businesses and homes, looking at security video. We're going to be following this story closely for you overnight. You'll be able to see any breaking developments on Sunrise starting at 4 a.m.
We're just literally doing what we're supposed to, just living our lives, and then somebody selfishly comes and takes that away.
Tonight, for the first time, we are hearing from the woman who was critically injured in that deadly hit and run. The crash also injured a man riding a bike and killed his young son, who was being pulled in a trailer. Now, a 22-year-old man is under arrest. Erin Bailey tonight is staying with her grandmother and her mom because she needs around-the-clock care. She told our Logan Gay tonight she never could have predicted what happened that night on the southeast side of Indy, or the outpouring of support that came later.
Hey, Scott, Erin was just released from the hospital on Monday, and she's still trying to come to terms with how her life drastically changed in the blink of an eye.
How's it going?
Sitting at her grandmother's house, wearing a neck brace, with her walker nearby, Erin Bailey remembers the moments before the catastrophic crash that killed a 4-year-old boy in a bicycle trailer with his father. His father and Erin were critically injured. She says she was heading home from the store, ready to end what she says was a very good day.
Like, my boyfriend showed me pictures from earlier that day when we were like at the garden store, and I was just like so happy and like smiling.
That all changed in seconds.
I was pretty confused. I remember driving, minding my own business, and then I was just like in really, really bad pain, and my face was in the ground.
Bailey had been hit by another driver. Police say that person ran a red light. Court documents say the driver was going 80 miles per hour seconds before the crash. The force so strong, Bailey was thrown from her vehicle.
I was so confused, like when I woke up, because I didn't know what like happened or anything, but I kept feeling like I didn't think I did anything wrong.
Investigators say the driver of the Dodge Charger ran from the scene of the crash. Police arrested the 22-year-old suspect on Wednesday. He's facing several preliminary charges, including reckless homicide and leaving the scene of an accident resulting in death. Bailey says she's glad he's off the streets.
It's so disgusting, and especially to think that that person fled the scene after knowing what they had done and having to know that it was bad, and knowing that people's lives were really impacted and ruined and taken. And
even though Bailey can't work in her beloved garden right now or work on her art projects, there is some sunshine in her life. The support and love she's receiving from the community.
I think that's really what's helping me heal too. Like, just having that support system, it makes me so happy when people come to visit me and if people write me notes.
She looks forward to returning to her normal life.
I just wanted to do all the things that I don't like. I want to just be home and like do my laundry and do all the things that you don't usually like doing.
Because turns out that's a big part of living. Aaron is a beloved staff member at the Saka Japanese restaurant, and they are actually collecting stickers from customers to decorate Aaron's walker. And she loves this idea and is so excited about it. And for more information about how you can help Aaron, visit our website, WTHR.com.
Logan, thanks so much. And in the wake of that crash, the mom of the young boy who was killed is fighting tonight for accountability. Marcela Garcia told us every day is difficult since that wreck that took her son and landed her husband in a hospital critically injured. Garcia told us today she misses her son, but she knows she'll see him again someday.
He's an angel. He don't need it. He was pure, He didn't know anything bad of this world.
Garcia told us she hopes the driver realizes what he did. The fate of a man who was convicted of killing a Beech Grove police officer 25 years ago now rests with the United States Supreme Court. Indiana Governor Mike Braun just announced he will let the execution of Benjamin Ritchie proceed. That execution is now less than a week away. The state parole board recommended a denial for Ritchie's clemency request. Ritchie shot and killed Officer Bill Toney during a foot chase in a Beech Grove neighborhood back in September of 2000. Ritchie's legal team has asked the country's highest court to now intervene. Tonight at 11, two men in Boone County face criminal charges for their alleged role in shooting and killing two dogs that disappeared earlier this year. Tonight, the owner of those dogs talks exclusively with Alex Almanza. So, Alex, what did she tell you?
Well, Donna Powell says despite her grief, she's trying to find hope in it all. Now, she also tells me she's stepping back and letting the justice system play out while honoring her dog's memory and helping others in the process.
Damn, my girl.
For Donna Powell, family is everything, including her dogs. She says she tries to find blessings in difficult situations.
And I just have to find the positive in everything.
One of the most recent tests of resilience, the loss of her two dogs, Nellie and Ruby, the two chocolate labs who disappeared from her home in mid-March. Donna says a gate may have not latched all the way. 2 out of 3 dogs escaped.
We got out our four-wheeler, got in the van, driving, yelling, so we were out all night long.
What followed was an extensive search effort, including posting to social media, offering rewards, and contacting local authorities. Then, one morning, she got a voicemail that nearly left her speechless.
And I was dumbfounded is the only words I can say.
I realize I shot your dogs. I'm not saying I'm proud of that, but they were on my property and I had all rights.
Police say Paul Ed Bowman left a message admitting he shot and killed Ruby and Nellie, claiming he was protecting his family and livestock. Court documents show he believed one dog was a stray due to its, quote, aggressive actions. Paul then allegedly called his son Braden to dispose of the remains and later told him to, quote, take care of a second dog, which Braden allegedly shot in a hayfield. The chocolate labs were found dead in late March, days after deputies first learned they were missing. Investigators confirmed both dogs died from gunshot wounds.
These are not killer dogs, and I don't think they would ever approach a cow without going, wait a minute, it's pretty big.
Now Donna is finding a blessing by setting up a fund in honor of Ruby and Nellie, raising money for animal shelters in Boone and Clinton counties.
Restitution means nothing to us. It's not going to bring them back, so we may as well help other animals.
Now, I've reached out multiple times to Paul Bowman for a response, but have not heard back. Meanwhile, the Boone County Sheriff's Office tells me Bowman turned himself in yesterday and he bonded out the same day. Meanwhile, the Sheriff's Office tells me that his son is expected to turn himself in tonight.
Alex, thanks so much. Tonight, Indianapolis fire investigators are now hoping the public can help them find the person or people responsible for starting a fire at Broad Ripple Park. That fire happened around 2 o'clock Tuesday morning. Emergency crews got called to a storage building. That building was significantly damaged and the summer camp supplies inside destroyed. So if you have any information about what happened, please call the Indiana Arson Hotline. You could receive a reward of up to $5,000 for information leading to an arrest or a conviction. Tonight at 11, a former employee is now suing Newfields, claiming he was the victim of race discrimination. Ernest Gauss was the Chief Diversity Officer and Chief Technology Officer at Newfields. He was hired in February of 2022 and then dismissed in January of this year. Gauss's federal lawsuit also claims he was retaliated against for reporting race discrimination on behalf of himself and others. The lawsuit also says Newfields defamed him and it violated the state's whistleblower statute. Gauss is now requesting lost wages and his job back. We've reached out to Newfields tonight for a comment, but haven't heard back.